Pride is a time for celebration and acceptance for many, and a time to honor the people who have paved the way for others. One of our sister Fox stations partnered with The Advocate magazine for a look at contributions made from some influential LGBTQ+ community members. Teresa Priolo shows us how they've shaped the course of history.
They are artists, they are scholars, they are scientists and mathematicians from all corners of the world and all walks of life.
If we add in who they are, how they identify, it not only shows that there was representation of our community decades ago, centuries ago, millennia ago, it also shows that our individuality shapes and weaves the human tapestry of our civilization.
You can see slight oscillations in the arm.
Their contributions to society, leaving a footnote in a remarkable life. A great example, Alexander the Great, one of the greatest military commanders to ever live. Like many ancient men of stature, Alexander the Great's sexuality has been examined posthumously by historians. Similar to Leonardo da Vinci, his letters and writings tell the story of a genius. Another, Michelangelo, who made the male physique, or at least David's body, universally admired.
I think it's very relevant to look back in history and to see, queer people have always been here, trans people have always been here. And even in these times where, in situations where maybe they weren't accepted at all, they still were true to who they were and did great things in their life.
The first American woman in space, Sally Ride, came out not in orbit, but in her obit.
Run voltages through those letters through the backgrounders.
And then there's Alan Turing, immortalized in the movie The Imitation Game. Turing was the world's most famous codebreaker, who helped the Brits gain the upper hand during World War II. A mathematical genius, the inventor of the early computer, and also a man who was imprisoned for gross indecency for living a homosexual life. In 2013, he was posthumously pardoned by the Queen and hailed as an exceptional man.
Especially in Pride Month, we try to remind the people in the community that have come before us and that have been brave to be themselves, despite what the status quo was at the time.
All around us, everywhere we look, there are people working to change the world, and some actually do.
And the most important part, especially when it comes to LGBTQ representation, is that no matter how people treat you, and no matter how historical LGBTQ people were treated, they never let people define them. They made their own course, they made their own path, and they left their mark on the world.
Teresa Priolo, Fox News.